Okay, all right. Okay, something went wrong with my microphone or my setup. Please confirm everything is okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I apologize about that. Let me start all over. Uh, okay, I was saying that probably if you don't know, today is March 20th, 2024. It's a Wednesday, and we do have some news here. So I'm gonna go back and check today. And today I was saying that today we do have our lovely crude inventories at 10:30 a.m. So I would expect some range for crude. It's already down 84 cents. Then at 2 p.m. we do have the FOMC minutes, so economic projections and the statement. But then at 2:30, right here we do have the FOMC press conference. So what I would say that the morning is going to be pretty quiet, meaning that it's going to be a sideways move potentially, and then fireworks are going to happen in the afternoon, if not tomorrow. So be careful during the morning. I would take this FOMC press conference into consideration. I don't stream it, but you can check it there. Now for tomorrow, we do have 8:30 news. We do have unemployment claims, and then the manufacturing index. That one is at 8:30, and then we do have um, in between 9:45 and 10 a.m. We do have manufacturing PMI, and also we do have existing home sales. So okay, so let's see now. That one is out of the way, and the next thing that I was saying is that for those of you that were looking or watching the uh, pre-video, I did the levels earlier, so since I knew that the microphone is going to be wrong, I could save time there, or the microphone was not going to be working. So I repeated yesterday's, and yesterday I couldn't stream. I did have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and I really forgot about it, so I did not mention that one on Monday. But so that's why I didn't stream. But I was looking at the computer, and I put this range yesterday. So and I think crude continues in this same area. So here we do have the resistance, and here we do have the support. Levels are let's say 2165, and then 2150. 2150. So that's the resistance, and this one is the support. We are right in the middle. You see that that we are going in this sideways move in gold. Now, if we look at gold in the Think or Swim platform, you know that I like that a lot. Let me put it here. You see that, after this big move up here, we started to range and going back in a bull flag, very, very notorious bull flag. And then this point here has served as a support. So we have 1, 2, and 3 in 3 days that has gone, to this level and have a little reaction there. Until and unless this one doesn't go up, which could happen today, the bull flag would trigger. We could be bullish again. At this point, And I sold some strangles here, and I bought them back when we were around this area. So I made a little bit of profit in options for this future. Okay, so let me go back, put it out of the way, and then let me go back and this to crude. Levels in crude are, we went all the way up. I've been bullish for the last week or so. We've been, higher highs and higher lows, and now there is a retracement here in a bull flag as well. We are below the moving average, and we are in the range here, and the levels are 82.50 and 81.50. That's a dollar apart, a little bit tight. If we consider the extension, this one is 83.49. So for that, it needs to go above the moving average, and then after above the resistance here. For the support, we do have 3 days. For this support here is what I consider to maintain this same level right there. If we look at again, and I'm going to do this once again. If we look at the crude in the think or swim on the daily, you will see that we have this 5 days of move to the upside. We are above the first day opening range, and we are doing the bull flag, first day of a bull flag here. So level at this point is not really confirmed, but if we go above 83, we could see higher values in crude. And I'm looking at the past. Always look to the left in your charts, and you see that there's is a pivot high here, another pivot high there. So I would, and there's a pivot low here. So this is really an important level right there. Okay. Oops, wrong chart. Need to fix that. Go. Okay. So those are the levels for RTY now and for crude. Now, yeah, I didn't mark yesterday ES, but the levels for today are, I'll repeat, I'm going to go here and look at this previous resistance here now acting as a support. And I would say that this one is an important level as well. This one here, that pivot there. So I'm gonna put it right, in this range here. So 52. Okay, so let me see. 52.55 as a resistance and 52.34 as a support, around that area. Could probably move this one a little bit. I'm not gonna do it, but you can adjust it there. Those are the levels. And then for RTY, I put the top of this range here, so that one there as a resistance, and this pivot here with a little bit of overshoot in this area there. So I'm repeating the level down here. It's 2040, and then 2060, 2070. You can call this one 2070. See if we do have some more arguments for this. Yes, we do have. That pivot there. This pivot here. that pivot there. So plenty of them for the support, and then on the resistance, I would say that potentially that pivot there, this pivot here on this area. So, and we are moving um, bearish in the last days. So, lower highs and lower lows here. And it seems that the price is now crossing below the moving average, and the moving average is making lower highs and lower lows as well. So we'll see what FOMC meeting can change everything. You know that. Okay, and then the last one is going to be NQ. NQ. Let's wait for a little bit. You have NQ here already. So yeah, so I was looking at this chart, and if we were moving down below here, I would have put this one as a resistance, right? But since it already passed on the overnight to the upside, that one is my new support. So that one is 20 288. What did I put here? 289. You can, yeah, 289. And then this one is going to be 18,400. The resistance is going to be around this previous levels there. So that one there, this one here. So around this area. You have some additional resistance shorter term here at 18,344. Then if we move this one back, that is what I saw in earlier today. So it's more clear on that pivot, this pivot, and that pivot. So actually 4 points that are of interest, and potentially 5, and potentially 6. So yeah, so that is a good resistance level. Also, it's a rounded number, so 18,400. Okay, and let's go back to part. And I'm gonna leave it in there. And let's check the minute charts. Oh, I did not check ES on dailies and Thinkorswim. ES is really important. We are actually in a range here, and in top of the range, the previous high or the all-time high is 52.53, and then we are right at it. So be careful on that. Momentum is, it's very close, and it has been very close to. It's been very close to the zero line zone, and then now it's up and down, up down. It's a little bit dirty. In the intermediate line is falling, so that it's put us in a defensive mode, but you never know what is going to happen. So this one is the range where we have been for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It went into this range, so it has not moved away from there. But it's still bullish sentiment in defensive, but bullish sentiment in the dailies. Okay, let's check the, let's start with gold. Looking for my market analyzer here. Okay, I can jump into the different instruments. Okay, so in a bull flag, still 1 minute for gold to open. I'm gonna be very, very cautious today. Probably no trades, because we do have a bunch of news in the middle of the day. So 1030 is crude inventory, so I have to be cautious on that. And also the FOMC. Okay, so that said, we are in the range in the bear flag, in the bull flag in gold, ranging also in the 240s, so neutral, and then range in the 60 minutes, so lower highs and lower lows. But it seems that we are right in the middle of uh, our overnight range. And then here we are making lower highs and lower lows in this longer term bull flag. Double top here or double bottom here. Trend reversal breakout that didn't had a follow up to the upside here. Let me open one more. So I was saying that we do have lower highs and lower lows. Then we did have a similar low here with that you can consider a double bottom, then a triple bottom there, and then it tried to break to the upside right there, but it faced this diagonal and then it's coming back down. So we'll see if this one it starts moving to the upside and break the longer term bull flag. But at this point, 30 minutes is it's somewhat bearish. It's go to crude. Crude is making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so higher highs and higher lows, and then coming back down in a bull flag first day here. A little bit, I would say, extended. Not that much. It could reverse at any time, but the daily is doing the bull flag now, first day, and then in the 240s we are correcting also, so counter trend of that higher highs and higher lows, but has not formed a higher high here. We can say that it is breaking this low there at this point. So potential break, potential trend reversal right there. Yeah. On the 60 minutes, we are moving below the 50 SMA, and the moving averages the smaller moving averages are moving to the downside here and getting a little bit of congestion. We are far away from the 200. So probably it's going to be a compression in crude. And again, 1030 inventory news. And then in the 30 minutes, yeah, we're really in compression here. Moving averages are, this one are stuck to the upside, but then the intermediate moving averages are all in compression now. Yes, higher highs and higher lows, trading in the all-time high, as we saw before on the 240 minutes. We've been in the range here, and we'll see what it's going to do. But it's been, up, down for the last 7 to 8 days, as I said before. In the 60 minutes, we are somewhat bullish, but at the top of this range. So I would be very, very careful trading this one because it doesn't have that much room to continue until and unless goes above the 50 to 56. In the 30 minutes, same situation. However, in here we are in the lower side of the range. coming back down. Now it's forming this pivot, this new pivot up here. Come back up, down, up, and it's coming back down. Potentially waiting for the 230 or the 2 to 230 conference and in minutes. Let's go with Q. In Q, it's a little bit more bearish in here, completing a bull stack coming back down in the daily. So if we connect this highs here, right there, we are right at it, trying to today to move to the upside. We'll see if it has a strength to do it, but it's coming off of this range and coming into this other range. What I'm saying is, this one here can be considered as a range, and then this one here is another range. So we are, going from this one to that one, then coming back to this one, and potentially moving to the upside. Still higher highs and higher lows, you see in the big picture. In the 240s, we are trying to go to this range. It's failing now, so that topping tail, typical of a range around or a move around the 50 SMA right there. So it's gonna, it's right at it and then moving up, down, and until it makes a decision. I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that it's going to be there's going to be much movement before the 2 p.m. conference, 2:30 p.m. and 2 p.m. conference and 60 minutes also in the range. This one is more evident, right? So you see that there's an overshoot here. That overshoot, and then price came back down, make a higher high, a higher low, then trend reversal. I don't know, trend reversal breakout potentially, but now it's facing that that resistance there, and it's fading and coming back. So this one is a range for sure. And then in the 30 minutes, made an attempt to go to a higher high, did a higher high, but lower than that one. So it's in the range as well. So I would, and until and unless this one goes above those levels, I would stay potentially looking at it. And expecting again, I'm going to be repetitive today because FOMC has a lot of influence on what the market can do. RTY, we are in this somewhat more bearish here, but we are still in the range right there, coming back. So you do have the 50, the 200, and the moving averages right here are starting to cross and get stuck. So at this point, there is compression in this area here. So neutral, and then in the 240 minutes, in the 240 minutes, same situation, a little bit more bearish or bearishness evidence in the in this 240, forming here a bear flag and failing because of range. And then here, and also in the 240, and I have not mentioned this one in the others, but you do have a momentum going to the downside or stacking in to the downside below the zero line here. Let's do a real quick check on the momentum below here. in the 240s only. I'm going to CL. This one is um, positive but turning red. It's oversold, overbought. Yes, momentum is to the upside, so bullish. And then in Q, Q below, and then let's in Q. Come on. Okay, so in the 60 minutes in NQ, we are bouncing off of this breakout back up, rangy, back up, and then also bouncing in the 30 minutes to the upside on the 30 minutes. Yeah. Coming back down, revisiting that 290. And then RTY, compression, bearishness, compression in the 60s, and compression in the 30 minutes as well. Momentum is crossing to the downside in the fast and slow line, negative in the 240s, and to the downside, but crossing, but also compression to me. Two lines are stuck into the downside at this point, or below the zero line. Okay, let's go to no really any movement in gold at the open. Look at this mess. Tack, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Red handle or red the stack Renko and the stack EMs are both red, so that would indicate more bearishness. We are below the cloud, but no movement at all. Crude, crossing below the our support level at 80.52 or 80.50 pre-market, a little bit extended already with momentum. And then right below here, we do have the 30 minutes 200 moving average right there. So potentially there's still a little bit more room to go, but it already moved quite a bit there. Yes, made an attempt to go above the previous high and then failed miserably. Okay, so went up and then at 7:30 tried to break this previous high, but then came back down. Now it's in the range. I would be surprised if this one goes much higher before the announcement. I think that is what I have today. It's 8:33. I'm gonna wait until and see if there's anything but I would hesitate a lot if we do have a setup here. This one has, in the 30-minute, has moved already quite a bit in the overnight. Quite a bit saying it because it's, but it's still in range. But it has moved from the top all the way to the bottom of this potential range. Let's play a little bit with the Fibonacci's here. So one way to look at this range is to use this tool here on the Fibonacci for the blocks. So you see that there is here 1 and 2 with a potential overshoot there. Okay, and so first of all, the first thing I see in a chart is not a trend but a range. Okay, and then if I cannot find the range, then I think about the trend. Okay, is that clear? Hopefully it is. So in this scenario here, I'm looking for similar highs, which we have right, that one there, but also we do have this one and this one and this one. So I've taken my tool here and then put it on one of them, and then extended where I see more bottoms here, and then in this case, you know, I see one there, right? One bottom there, which is supported also by this in the past. But most important, this one is the recent pivot, came back up, then make a trend reversal breakout here, came back down, and now it's coming to this area here, and that one now acted as a resistance. So for that reason, I'm considering that and that as my initial range, um, with this and this as my extensions. So this, for me, these are reversal zones. And if you see here, this is a demand zone where if the price can come here, it could easily go back up to this area here. Now, if in the other situation it goes to the upside, so start breaking it here and move here to this area here, I would expect this one to come back to this area. Okay. Now, if it really explodes and goes above this rectangle here, and then moves above, then I'm going to become bullish. And also considering these levels here, right, which are my support and resistance. Also, there's one thing that that you guys need to look at always is the previous day high. Right now, nothing happened, so hopefully that was helpful. Oh, and I deleted. So I'm gonna leave it there. So here, here. And it seems that it's trying to break to the downside. Again, I'm gonna be patient today just because I don't wanna participate at these levels yet. See, it's coming back down. There's a clear up down move right here. And crude now is at the 200. Everything is ranging, not surprisingly. Or no surprise there. Stack Renko to the downside in crude and moving since 8 a.m. Seems that wants to move to the downside here, but still in the range. And you see that there's a lot of choppiness here. Now crude is at 150 down, and then the limit for what I consider that moves a lot is $2. Right now it's at 150 from the previous close. Around here. So that one is 150 all the way down. And we are at S2, support 2. Broke the previous low in the pre-market. And look at that gold here coming back up. Confirm we might be ranging. Still, the candle is not closed. So, but it's leaving a little topping tail right now, right there. Continuing. Yeah, coming back down. Which means that our bull flag our friend bull flag is coming back to this level up here on this top 2154, trying to cross it now. Oh, we should have, or we potentially would have a first target off if we have taken this went to the green area and bounce. It's trying to bounce off of that. Not yet, but it's trying to. And really, I'm waiting. I'm bullish in gold, so I'm really waiting for it in the big picture to start pushing to the upside. Made an attempt here, but it today, but it didn't follow. So we'll see if this couple of topping tails, that bottoming tails, are going to help as a support level there. Previous day low is here, trying to take it, and you see it there as well. That line. Oh, keep going down. So in here, I'm gonna do something in I'm gonna put a other way here to there. Or and potentially this one can go all the way down. But we have of FOMC, so this one could come to the 50% if it continues the move down and breaks these two bottoming tails here. Right now it's at the 23.6 level of retracement. So if it goes through this green area here, it may continue to the downside, which is going to mean that this support level is broken and would continue to the downside to reach potentially that 100 or that first day opening range high, or I'm gonna paint it again. Going to the 50, I'm gonna put it here, which is this one is the last. So the 50% is right at it, right? So you see that. Let me expand it so you see it better. 50% is right at it, right at this level. That oh, what am I doing? In this area here, I'm gonna do it with this. We do have the first day opening range, superior level or upper level, and then you do have also 50% there. So if it manages to go back, it could be to that level. We'll see. bouncing back up. Wow, 5 likes. Thank you so much for it. I don't have that many viewers, so 5 likes for me, it's kind of like a good accomplishment. Thank you so much. Um, and remember, before I leave, because I'm gonna, conclude this one in a minute. But before I leave, let me remind you to check Apex. I do have an affiliated account with them, so if you use Renko, I receive a little kickback on that one, and I would appreciate if you are going to use them, use that promo code. And that would be it. So thank you so much, and thank you for your support, and thanks, Bobber. You are here every day, and I really appreciate that one. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. I'm going to leave you a couple of minutes with music, but other than that, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Be careful again. Be careful today. It could be a very choppy, rangy day, and if you don't buy at the right time and at the extreme limits, then probably you're going to kill your account. Okay, so be careful, and see you tomorrow. And I don't have any doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm for sure going to be here unless something major happens. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.